Well, it is the first day in the month of April, and we are back on radio. It's been so many weeks. Yeah, some will say so many months. Yes, we were out. But we are back. It's so good to be with you. Yeah, it's 35 minutes past the hour, 15 o'clock GMT. Welcome to BOSCO Radio Ghana, and with me, Benedict Mensah, and the program BOSCO Moments. Today we have a nice topic that we are going to discuss. First of all, let me welcome all of you watching us on Facebook, all the countries in Africa, in the world, worldwide. Also, our new countries joining our province, talking about Togo, talking about Côte d'Ivoire. Yes. So now we have Togo, Ghana, Côte d'Ivoire, Sierra Leone, and Liberia forming the Southwest Africa province. In short, you can call us AOS. Special greetings going out to BOSCO Tech Africa. Yes, they've been holding us down. So very soon I have to learn speaking French. Okay, so like I said, today we are discussing education, and we are going to be specific on TVET. We are asking the question, why do you think TVET is very, very important in curbing unemployment in any country? And to help me do this discussion, I have a very important guest in our studios. Yeah, he'll be helping me do this discussion. Before I introduce him, I would like us to go for a quick commercial break. When we come back, then we continue with our discussion. Thank you. So for the best of news and entertainment, make sure you're listening to BOSCO Radio Ghana.
We give you the best fillers in the world of entertainment, talk shows, and youth in green activities.
Don't forget to subscribe on our YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram handles.
Yeah, so welcome back from that short break. Before we went on that break, I was saying we are going to discuss why education in terms of TVET is more important in curbing unemployment in any country worldwide. Before we start, this show is proudly brought to us by kind courtesy of BOSCO Youth Network. I hope you are ready for the discussion. Let me delve straight to the discussion by allowing my guest to introduce himself. Yeah. Hello.
Yeah.
Hello. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Yeah. So I want you to introduce yourself to our viewers on Facebook and anybody who will be watching us later, so that they get to know you and to know that I'm not with a ghost. Briefly, just describe yourself.
So, just a brief, quick one there. I'm Vincent.
Okay.
And I'm the new job service officer who has been employed to work at Charlotte Dolphin Training Institute. Okay. So I've been in Don Bosco for some time now, just to experience what is actually happening here. So that is it.
Wow. That was very quick. Yeah, so viewers, I am in the studios with Mr. Vincent Dazi. Like he said, he's the JSO, the newly employed JSO for Charlotte Dolphin Technical Institute. So it is very, very important. Talking about the topic that we are going to discuss today. Yeah, because he's already in the TVET industry. Yeah. So, Vincent, I believe you've enjoyed your stay.
Yeah, truly. Yeah. I've really enjoyed my stay here.
Wow.
Not only in terms of what I've actually learned and have been oriented on.
Okay.
But then I've experienced a lot of things here in Don Bosco.
Wow.
And I've actually come to understand the TV system. Okay. And how it's actually, going to impact the lives of those who are actually, acquiring such skills, and then even the country as a whole. So my stay here is wonderful. I've met a lot of good people here.
Yeah, it's good.
Making new friends and new people, with diverse experiences from all backgrounds. So it's a good time.
That's good. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. So you are welcome to our studios.
All right.
Here in Ghana, and you are welcome. You say you are welcome. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
So let's start this discussion.
All right.
Vincent, why do you think TVET is very, very important in solving the issue of unemployment, especially in Ghana? Why do you think it's so?
Yeah. Sometimes come when people actually do not understand when we talk about TVET system.
Yeah.
Because it is one thing understanding the concept we are talking about here, and it's one thing also thinking of how best this kind of thing can help the country as a whole. Yeah. So when we talk about TVET, we are talking about technical and vocational skills that young people must acquire in transforming any country whatsoever, even their own lives. So I think that TVET is something that ought to be embraced by any country that is looking forward. Any country that is looking forward to see development and continuous growth must look at it. And if I should cite a few examples in this world, then you will see that those countries who have been in the front line of producing a lot of things in this world are people who are actually in the area of technical and vocation. And if you are not in that sector, it means you are not part of the whole program. So let's take it for example. If you really want to create job employment, let's take an industry such as the industry, one of the industry like Gasem, even in Ghana.
Yeah.
You ask yourself how many accountants are employed there. And then you ask yourself how many engineers are employed there. Engineers in the area of mechanical engineering, in the area of electrical engineering, in the area of civil engineering. In all these areas, you see that not one or two person is employed. Yeah. Many people are employed from the top to the bottom. Yeah. You understand? But then when you talk about other, we are not disregarding the point or the fact that other programs are very important, or high school programs are very important. But what we are saying is that if a nation want to grow and build as a nation, TVET is the way. Because if you are not producing anything at the international market, you are not part of the game. That is why most African countries we are struggling nowadays. Okay. We don't produce anything. And if you want to produce, then what are the skills to do these things? And if you need skills, then we are talking about the TVET system where engineers are produced, where all those skills that are necessary to building a country is produced. We are not looking at historian. We are not looking at accountants and then journalists and those kind of stuff. They are important, but we need enough of people with skills so that they can come to our front line in transforming Ghana.
Wow. Yeah. I actually side with you because basically I've always been saying that many times you wake up in the morning, whatever you do from the morning till evening or till you sleep, basically it's about TVET.
It's about TVET.
When you woke up, the bed that you slept on, somebody made it. The toothbrush and the toothpaste, somebody made it. Even your dress, somebody made it.
It's not even somebody, a group of people.
That is
group of people, a lot of people contributed to such a product.
And basically, everything is TVET, but we are disregarding that field.
Yeah.
And that, for me, that is why the issue of unemployment is becoming so much rampant in so many areas,
young people must be decolonized in this area. You see, we have been colonized to understand that, you have a white collar, you go to school, go to university, come with a skill, like, especially, it's not even a skill, like that kind of knowledge in some profession, in some field.
Yeah.
Then you come and you are having a good job, and it's not happening. In this 21st century, where the whole world is moving in the direction of sustainable development, you are not producing, you are not part of the game.
That's true.
So that is something that we don't have to ignore. And the young people must be sensitized.
Yeah.
Because these are things, if we do not have knowledge about it,
it's true.
we will always move in the wrong direction, thinking that we are okay. Before I actually understood this concept and I actually became part of the whole movement advocating about this TVET system, I wouldn't have advised my bright student who, in junior high school, choosing a school like you want to go to high school. I would have chosen, good schools, like, some of the popular high schools in Ghana, Augustine, and those kind of stuff. If it's a female, Wege here and those few schools. You see, I would have chosen such a direction for because I would even discourage them from going to technical school. But after looking at some things really and trying to examine to understand things very well, and the way issues are popping up in Ghana here, I quite hold the view that TVET is the way. The technical and vocational skills is the way. And if I should even give you a little example, you see, myself, I studied accounting and economics in the university. I'm not saying those who are studying accounting and economics at the universities are not doing anything, but I'm trying to say, make a point that after university, the knowledge that I acquired and those kind of stuff couldn't help me to create things myself.
It's true.
No. It's like you need to be employed and then you'll be directed as to what to do. But when it comes to TVET, immediately you are done. Immediately you acquire the skills. You are now beginning to work with it. When I completed university, I thought I sat down and said, no, I need to be sharp here. So I began to learn some simple technological skills myself, straightforward. Okay. And after 1 or 2 years, I saw that no, this is even paying. There's money here. There's money here. You see, I was making it. Sometimes if the employment things are not working, then I shift quickly. Then I'm still surviving. So if we really want to survive in this 21st century, then young people, the advice is to just re-educate yourself to understand that technical education is not for poor student. It's not for people who are dumb and deaf, who cannot read and write or something like that. It is for people who want to transform their lives and transform the life of the country.
It's good because there's been this misconception, like actually those who go to the technical schools are those who didn't pass their exams, those who scored aggregate 36 and 50. And those with aggregate 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Those who are going to Augustine and Achimota and those.
But you come out to find out that actually those who are in the technical fields are the ones taking the money. They are the ones taking the money. Because for them, they don't have even monthly salary. Some of them every day they have money.
They have money.
Electricians, talking about carpenters. They have money every day.
It moves from engineering to tech. Technology. I one guy who completed school in the year 2016. 16. He completed with a skill in graphics. Graphics, you hear graphics, what is this? You want to see lawyer, then or doctor, then those kind of stuff, or historian, professor of those kind of. But this one just a graphic designer. So when he finished, he had just one laptop. Who is even dead on arrival? He wanted to make life with it. So he just set up, got a place, container or something like that, and he started designing. Even he didn't have any machine.
Wow.
So he designed, and then he get a place where he would just move to Takrady and then do the printout, then come to deliver to the various clients.
Wow.
3 to 4 years down the line. Now he's one of the. If I know, if we are talking about the standard of Ghana, he's now a rich man. We can even classify him as one of the billionaires because every day he's making your profit not less than 500 Ghana every day, a day. So if somebody is making a profit of 500 Ghana a day, then you can imagine he has workers under him.
It's true.
These are the stories we are talking about. Evidential, proven stories of people who are making it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Those in the technical fields are the ones actually
They are making
money.
it.
They are making it. Yeah.
And one funny story is that one day I was marveled, and one lady was complaining, and I wonder why she complaining. Very young man, very young, these oil companies that are popping up in the Western region.
Okay.
A very, very young boy. Now you wonder even what kind of the skill that the person had, that very huge position.
Yes.
And one thing is that it's not anything. He had, technical background, skill background in the area of mechanical engineering. And because of that, he has been employed by one of these oil companies, and he has a Porsche car, he has everything.
Everything is.
And then you look at this guy and say that this is my age mate. So what brought him there? That's the question. You have a degree. Somebody also have a degree, but there are degrees.
Yeah.
You have a degree in the area of tech and vocation, and degree in the area of history and accounting. There's a difference.
Yes.
So that's what you are talking about.
That's good.
You see, so it is very good and very important not to be embraced, not for the government alone to even embrace this TVS system we are talking about here. The individual must embrace it.
Yeah.
The parent must embrace it. Churches must advocate about it. It's not only those of us who are here who call ourselves, or who are tasked with the job of, job service officer. No. It is our duty to now sit ourselves down. Like the prodigal son in the Bible. Yeah. When he sat himself down, he said that, there's a problem with my life. He said, let me think back to dignity. Yeah. So Ghana as a nation must sit ourselves down. And I said, what must we do? There was a story about one young child in Europe. Mm-hmm. I don't know whether it's a true story, but I will use it, for to prove my point.
Okay.
So the girl had a chocolate and was enjoying the chocolate, and after eating to the half of the chocolate, she read something on the box, the paper. Yeah. Then they said, made with Ghana cocoa. I said, then Ghanaian children must be enjoying chocolate. I said, come here and see. How many Ghanaian children enjoy chocolate? The entire you can be living in a full year and you will never see a chocolate. Yeah. In Ghana here as a child. You see, but we produce cocoa. Yes. So the question is, why is it that we cannot transform this cocoa to chocolate that people will enjoy? It's skill. Yeah. The skill we need. We need people who can make things happen. It's true. And when we are talking about people who can make these things happen, then TVET must be the option. Sure. Yeah.
Yes. So we are talking about TVET. And like Dazi is saying, we all owe a responsibility to do the advocacy, to do the awareness creation in all our various institutions, societies, communities, country level, everywhere. Indeed, the technical guys are the ones taking money. We are talking about money. They are the ones enjoying. But sometimes they see us and they are like, you guys are the ones the technical guys are the ones.
They are the people.
Yeah. All right. So, Dazi, let's draw closer to your program that you came here to do in terms of the training. Looking at the 2 weeks that you've been here, can you share some of the experiences, your expectations, whether it has been met, and also some of the things that you did and you are taking back to your community? All right. So you finish that one, then I'll follow up with another.
Thank you. You see, I always say that seeing from the outside gives you more insight. Okay. But when you are inside, then you get full understanding. Sure. So folks must be passing around. You see, you can be driving alongside, you know, always passing here. You see Don Bosco. Yeah, you see. So you see things that is seen from the outside. Yeah, you understand that. Oh, these are one of the technical institutions they are talking about. It. That is true. But come to the inside, then you realize that the story is quite different from what you see from the outside. So. Truth be told, my stay here has been very wonderful. Not only in the sense of the knowledge that I have acquired, the experiences that I've acquired from various experts here. No. We are talking about seeing yourself. You seeing with your eyes. You see, seeing with your eyes sometimes gives you the belief. That is why there was a story. I know that I'm bombarding with a lot of stories from the scripture, but then there was a story that this Samaritan woman. Now go out, now meet Christ, and now go to the street and say, oh, I have seen a man who is telling me all things about my life. And then the people believed small. And then they say, oh, man, these are the things that we have heard you say. Now come and stay with us for some time. And then for some time, about 3 or 4 days, now the people now say that, woman, we do not believe because of what you said. Now we have seen with our own eyes. Now we believe. Yeah. So you have to see. You see before. That is when you are passing around and you think that there's nothing happening here. Something good is happening here. Sure. Young people are learning. They are acquiring skills. So, I've experienced a lot of things. Okay. Starting from the area of the technologies and the machines and equipment that are being installed here, and how they are using those machines and equipment to train the young people. Mm-hmm. There's no department here that you come and say, they don't I don't know what they are doing. No, you go there, you see, you yourself, you see that things are happening. You don't have to ask, you see. You see, so things are really happening here in all the various departments. Talk of the cosmetologist department, the automobile department, the solar panel installation department, everywhere something is happening. So I have seen with my eyes, and I've really come to embrace that. No, if we can move in that direction, things can happen. Okay. At the same time, too, the training has really gone well. I know, my experts here, Mr. Benedict, how you have really, sometimes. You say when the lizard fell down from the 10-story building to the ground and saw that no one was praising him. Now he do this, he praise himself. He said, I've done well. I've done well. So I think you have to praise yourself because you have really done well. I have really, experienced such a wonderful experience that you have had over the years, and you have really show me some of the keys that can be used in, number one, advocating about this TVS system. Number two, ensuring that the young people are transitioning from their homes to the school and transition from the school to the various job markets that are out there, and to the various entrepreneurship, opportunities. Morally lead, brought good results. So what we are saying is that the people who are trained here, the young people who receive training here, they don't just get skill, like, the technical skill alone. They are shaped in the mind, shaped in the heart. So by the time they come out, things are happening. And these are some of the things that I've really learned over the 2 weeks stay here in the BOSCO. And I quite hold the view that going forward, when I'm going back to Charlotte Dolphin, and a lot of ideas, sometimes you acquire enough idea, you don't know where to start from. But I quite hold the view that the roadmap is clear. The only thing is see where to start and where to end, to make sure that what is happening, the good things that are happening here for the people of Don Bosco, smiling all the time, both the student and the administration and the leaders smiling and being happy all the time must also happen there. That is Charlotte Dolphin. So I've really enjoyed that. Wow. That is the brief that I can say. So those of you who are still doubting, I think come here and see. So come here. I've given you, come here and see. Pass by, yes, come and see for yourself. Wow.
Talking about Charlotte Dolphin Institute, I've not been there. Oh, okay. Walk us through on a normal day how the institute looks like, the kind of courses that are being offered around there, and also the student population. Yeah, just walk us through. Yeah.
So with respect to Charlotte Dolphin, I think it is administrated. The administration body is made up of people who have been employed by the government. So, in other words, the school is a government school. Okay. Yeah, which has been there for a very long, time. But for some time, so for some years back, we all know how the vocational and technical skills, what do you call it? Part of our education system was not recognized at all. It was not recognized. It was written obituary on this education system is not correct. You see, not only by the people. No, even the government was not minding that, but those,
Okay.
Yeah. So the school has really struggled in terms of getting equipment to train its trainees, and even the trainers there do not have good access to this kind of equipment that can help them enhance their skills and then help the young people grow. But then there is a good news. The good news is that today, as I talk to you now, there have been a massive progress, massive improvement. So you are a young person, you are there, you think you are doubting. I think visiting is the most important thing. So I wonder why you sit in the house and still complain. You see, you come and see. Many good things are happening. There are a lot of infrastructures that have been raised up, and equipment tools ranging from the welding and fabrication department, stretch way down to the dressing making department, stretch to the ICT in terms of technology, going down to building and construction. Almost all the departments are having very good advanced equipment that can help train the trainees. So if you are a young person and you are in the Western region and you are listening to me, I think you should be running by now. if you think running will be slower, then fly. You should be there by now. Because if you don't come early, people are taking the space. That is it. Yeah.
Whoa, so if you cannot run, you have to fly. That is Dazi for you. Okay, so Dazi, with respect to your office as a job service officer, somebody is watching us. They don't know who a job service officer is. Who is a job service officer? And how will your work impact positively Charlotte Dolphin Institute in the Western region?
If I think you should have said a doctor, everybody knows the responsibility. This is a doctor. So when you say nurse or teacher, we know how. But when you say job service, I know you are thinking job service officer. Okay, so what are you trying to do? So let me just give you some few lines to really understand.
Okay.
You see, when we talk about the job service office, it's not even the. Let me just move from the person to the office itself. What does the office do? The job service office. It's an office. It's not an individual. It's an office on its own, which tries to help the young people. I'm just going to share with you how the office actually work in every TVET system. It's not actually something that is popular in Ghana here. And it's not in any of our government TVET schools. It's something that is brought by it's happening in BOSCO, not only here in Ghana but all BOSCO schools. These things are happening there, and so I know that is what the government has also embraced to really implement in all the technical schools. That's the TVET system. But then the job service office is something that is an office that ensures the smooth transition of the young people from their various homes, communities, into the school, and then smoothly transitioning from the school into the job market or into the entrepreneurial, sectors in Ghana here. So when you say transitioning from your home to school, from school to the job market, it's a whole lot of job. Because the young person who is coming is now discouraged. So now my parents have now forced me out to come. They are discouraged. Some of them too are motivated, but they are confused on the way. So that's okay. But we mobilize all these people, groups of people who some of them are discouraged, some of them are not ready, and those kind of stuff. They are all coming. How do you now embrace them to ensure that their mind is settled down, their heart is settled down, and you drive them towards a particular direction and towards a particular skill that they can acquire in the institution? So what do? I have to ensure that I do orientation for the student and try to make sure that they really understand the system they are in, so that they can really embrace whatever skills we are trying to transition to them. And then throughout the process, I'll be it's not just you bring the student there, you dump them there, you are just there. No, the office makes sure that the students acquire the requisite skills The skill needed in the job market, not a skill that you finish and say, I don't know what to, I don't even know whether this skill it will really give me a job.
Yeah.
No. It's a skill that at the end of it all, the young person who has acquired that skill with full hope know that when I finish this program, I am confident enough that I'm getting a job. So what do the job service officer do? You make sure that the programs which are run in the school are actually programs that are good. It's of good quality. You know, there can be programs that it's cutting across all institutions. But if you think those programs cannot help young people in that particular location, then we know how to adjust it. Either changing the entire program, improving it, or whatsoever we are doing. We always do constant evaluation of the programs that are run in the institutions, so that the young person acquiring the skill will be fully equipped to go out there and work, so that companies will not say that is the problem. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Many people finish universities and technical, and then they say we don't have job. Then the people who have the jobs say that we don't have people to work for us. So the question is why?
There's a mismatch.
There's a gap. There's a mismatch. Nothing good is happening.
Yeah.
It means it's either you have the skill, you are not polished enough, or the skill does not apply in the field at all.
Sure.
But in Ghana, one thing is that it's not even, one, the skill does not apply. Two, it is not good enough. So the job service officer is making sure that the young person is prepared enough to now go and face. That if it is about, look at this machine, if it's about young person now retraining him or her on this kind of thing, the machines are there, the equipment are there, you are practicing it. Yeah. So by the time you meet with the industry, it is not what is this? They say, I don't know, but I don't know whether even I've seen it. No. You know where to on and then where to move.
Yeah.
That is what we are saying. So job service officer is always evaluating the programs and making sure that the young people are acquiring the relevant skills. Yeah. It doesn't end there. Now, when they are done, or once they are progressively moving through this series of training, you are now partnering with making partnership with organizations. Okay. And why do you make partnerships with organizations? Is it just because of job? No. Job is one part, placement is one part, but we are looking at how best can we expose the young people. That we call it access and exposure. Expose the young people to the industry. They are not just going to the industry for the first time when they finish school. No, they are visiting the industry.
Industrial visit.
Industrial tour visit and those kind of stuff. They are visiting the industry to speak with the experts there, to acquire knowledge with the expert there, to even handle some of the tools that are used in the industry, so that by the time they finish school, they know enough. We are also going to do a lot of exchange programs whereby experts from the field, from the industry, will come on campus to show or train students in some of the ways they can use some of the equipment that are used in the industry. So it's a whole lot of job, and in all these things, you track the progress of the students. Even when the students leave campus, you still have to track to know where they are. Are they progressing? Are they still in the field of the study that they came to do? If it is not, what is happening? What is wrong? So that you can use that to evaluate whether those people whom you are producing to the job market are really making meaningful life. If they are not making meaningful life, then there's a problem with the institution, which the job service officer must be at the center with the administrators and everybody in the school to make sure that we get good programs for these young people. So that is just a summary.
Wow. Wow. That was deep. That was very deep. So now, viewers, you know what the job service office actually is. Yeah. So Dazi has tried to summarize everything enshrined in the BOSCO Job Service Officers Quality Manual.
Yeah.
It's a manual.
It's a quality.
It's quality. It's quality.
Yeah. So by the time the young people finish, it should be sound. It should be of quality products. Who can do something.
Yes, both physically, everything.
Holistic development. That is from the mind to the heart to the skill.
That is it. Yeah. That is it. So so Dazi, maybe our time is almost up. So maybe let me ask you what sort of advice that you think you have for the young people, and also youngsters outside, those who don't know what to do with their life. in terms of skills, in terms of education? What do you have for them?
Oh, I think even the young people who are listening to me now must be advising themselves before I even talk. So because they should be advising. You should be advising yourself by now, because now you sit yourself. Say, I think this thing that they are saying, I have to reason. Yeah. You can be. I'm not even talking about junior high school students or that. Yeah. I'm talking about you, the university graduate who is still in the house and struggling. Yeah. You are the one I'm talking to. Sure. You sit yourself down. You say that at times you sit yourself down, relax, and come to yourself. I say, what can I do? So sometimes you say, think outside the box. Sure. You say, think outside. Sometimes you have to even, Professor Loch Otiano Lumumba even say it properly. He said that think without the box. So because we always want to be within some kind of, I'm an accountant, I'm a lawyer, I'm this, I'm a teacher. So you don't want to do anything else. Sure. That is an error. You see, you can't, you don't understand young people. You can acquire, that is ignorance. So if you are somebody who is there, you think that, okay, for me, I am this. And therefore, you don't want to learn any skill again. That is ignorance. And ignorance equals poverty. Why did the Bible say, lack of knowledge, my people will perish? Yeah. You don't want to acquire knowledge and skill. In some areas, you'll be poor. That is why he said invest in 7, in 8. It means that diversity, diverse. So if you are a young person who is there, and you are still struggling as to what to do with your life, I know that some of us are not getting, even as I sit here, if I get an opportunity, I will still learn skill. In addition to whatever skill that I have. Okay. So I am advising all young people who have completed either university, polytechnics, or senior high school. One painful aspect is that when you talk about some of these things, they say you are degrading yourself. It's degrading. You want to progressively move. You say you are degrading. You have to be productive for you to be a valuable citizen. If you are not productive, nobody is minding you. You think we are interested in your too much talk. No. You talk. You don't have. Okay, then be there. Yeah. So learn. Come to the various things. Don BOSCO is opening its doors to you, both in advanced and basic. Charlotte Dolphin is opening its doors to you. Come and learn a skill. And I know, if you come, you will. This one, you say your life. The church, you say your life will never be the same. so you are coming and your life, you are going. Your life is transformed. Wow. Yeah, both everywhere. Then you now become a fit global citizen who cannot even be contained in just Ghana. You can work anywhere. Sure. When you are called. And that is the way most industrial countries are moving. Yeah. And you think they are joking. Look at China. You will not go there. One day I was, let me just pass through this story and then we end it. One day I was, I got the opportunity to work in Vignari. And they were doing Vignari, this is, that I was not up there. I was just down. When I completed senior high school. Then I was working as a laborer with these Chinese and Korean folks. They are the people. You see the culture. They were the people building the plants. Okay. Yeah, you are not engineer, so what are you coming to do there? Plants are built by engineers. Which kind of engineers? Civil engineers, mechanical engineers. What do you call it? Electrical engineers. Yeah. Now you are holding Bachelor of Commerce. We have just one vacancy for you. Somebody with ACCA have taken that position. So what are you coming to do? But we have enough space for civil engineers, enough space for mechanical, enough. So one time I had an admission. That was when high school. So yeah. I've already applied for University of Cape Coast. Now my admission has come. You see the joy and this happiness that I'm going to university. Now I tell the white people that I'm going to university. And then they ask me a question. What am I going to study? Then I say, if I knew that time, I was not seeing that time. I didn't see. So
you are blind.
Yeah. Today I see. You say what I know. There was a story that says, at first I didn't see. Now I see. Yeah. So you must. As I'm talking now, if you are somebody who is also blind, by now you should be seeing. Yeah. Because I'm giving you the information. Yeah. So now you ask me, what are you going to learn? Then I say, accounting and economics. He said, you do you know what you told me? He said, I'm not serious. the joy and the happiness that I told him, that I was thinking he would tell me that I'm not serious. He told me I should wait, because during that time he was teaching me welding. Not welding on the plant, on the job training. Welding, plant making.
Wow.
So it was very serious opportunity, but I didn't see that time. So when he said, I said, this guy should be correct. He shouldn't. The mind is not correct. But he was also saying in the mind that I'm also not correct. So we don't know who is correct here. But now I can see that I wasn't correct that time. because when he saw that I was going to do accounting, I knew he wanted what am I going to do?
Yeah, and after that cry, what are you
going to do? So look at these productive citizens of China. Wherever you go, you said, and when you see them, their eyes, small eyes, they are full with ideas, the skills. So that is why they are everywhere.
Shout out.
There's skills.
Shout out going out to our Chinese brothers,
Yeah.
The Chinese. They are very smart.
They are everywhere. Productive
they are
citizens.
Very smart.
Yeah.
Okay, so you were London now.
Yeah. So to give a sharp summary, what I'm saying is that let's try, young people. Try your best and fix yourself somewhere. Look through all the TVET programs. Mm-hmm. Which one do you think you will love to be, you want to be there? Assess yourself, self-assessment. Look deep down. Let your God talk to you. You are making mistakes sitting in the house. What are you doing? You see, because no food will fall from heaven. This manna stuff has stopped.
Yeah.
So if you are waiting for manna, no manna for you.
Wow.
So that is it.
Wow. Yes, viewers. It has been another productive discussion. On education. Right here at Don Bosco Radio Ghana. Bosco Moment. Dazi, do you have any shout outs to make? Anybody want to?
Yeah, shout out to my wife.
She knows it herself.
Yeah.
She knows it herself.
Shout out to, when I say wife, it's just one. It's like God, you say the Lord we serve, the Lord is one. So when I say shout out to my wife, direct, everybody knows. Yeah, and then I want to say thank you so much to VIS for such a wonderful opportunity to come here.
Okay.
To experience something like this. And you see, this afternoon I was telling you that when you come to Don Bosco and you don't visit here, it's like going to Israel and you don't visit Jerusalem. You didn't go there at all.
You mean coming to the radio, right?
Yeah, you should be here.
Sure.
Yeah, so I want to say thank you, for the opportunity, because if you didn't grant me the opportunity,
sure,
both of us wouldn't have been smiling and educating the people.
Sure.
At this time.
Sure.
So thank you so much, and thank you to the entire institution, the family of Don Bosco who are present here, from the top to the, when I came, there was one thing I didn't say. I think I have to say it. You see, everybody from top to down, everybody was relating very nice to me. I said, this thing is it? I said, the highest person now is sitting out here. I said, So you see the culture. So I think there's something that we can embrace: humility, love for the people.
Sure.
It's something that I think, so thanks so much to everybody here in Don Bosco. And I also thank my principal, who also gave me the opportunity when I told him that I'm coming for training. He said, okay, so just go and acquire and come back. So my principal, Mr. Philip, I want to say shout out to you. Thank you so much for such a wonderful opportunity. And then finally, I want to say, Godwin of any ENI, you also, I appreciate you for, seeing me as a valuable asset to contribute to humanity and giving me the chance to work with VIS and then the school and everybody. Thank you.
Wow. Okay. So embracing everyone, irrespective of culture, irrespective of religion, irrespective of race, should be a requirement, not an option. It is something that all of us should partake in, not only when you come to Don Bosco, but in our individual houses and homes. It has been a wonderful discussion on BOSCO Moments with the topic TVET with my man, Vincent Dazi. Actually, he shared a lot, and I believe young people out there will listen and act. For us, we are doing our best, or in the best interest of you. This is not going to be the last discussion. I know definitely we will go and come back.
Yeah.
And he's going to share with us what he has impacted going back at Charlotte Dolphin Institute and what has been the fruits. So Dazi, thank you very much for joining me for this segment. And I wish you all the best. So viewers on Facebook, thank you for making time hearing us. We are talkatives, eh? You have been talking too much, but it's for their own good. Okay, so it's been another edition of BOSCO Moments at Don Bosco Radio Ghana. So once again, I want to say big shout outs going out to Don Bosco Tech Africa in Nairobi, and also to all listeners and all viewers who got time to watch us on Facebook, and to all the Don Bosco fraternity, and also to our current immediate relative, Charlotte Dolphin Institute. Yeah, so big ups to you guys there, and we hope to meet you some other time. Thank you. It has been me, Benedict Mensah, signing out here at Don Bosco Radio. Thank you very much, and bye-bye.